Hey y'all, welcome to my modern homestead. My name is Janet, if you're new here. And for those of you who are not new here, you know who I am. And welcome to everybody. Y'all, today is Saturday. It's a pretty day here. The wind's blowing, but it's pretty. And today we are going to the Vidalia Onion Festival. I'm waiting on Alyssa. And I've never been. This is our first time because we've just moved to this area. It's not far from our house, just a few minutes. So we're going to go check out the farmer's market, see what they've got, and just see what we can get into. So y'all stick around. I've got a recipe to share with you with Vidalia onions. We'll see you when we get there. So to get to the market, we had to actually go through Vidalia, past the festival. So Alyssa just caught a few little clips of that on our way to the, it's called the Toombs County Farmers Market. And y'all, I was so excited about going that day. But you'll see what happened when we got there. Just my luck. Even though we went through the main part of the festival, there were, as you can see, tents and booths set up all up and down this main road. People selling watermelons, onions, onion rings, you name it. It was all there. So here we are, just about to pull in. It's a cute little place. And I thought it was open because there was a car there. But
they're closed.
So we just headed on to the festival. Actually, before we went to the festival, I had to stop at the store since the farmer's market was closed. And I had some produce in the back that would sour, so we didn't stay very long. We just walked through a couple of the streets. And it's Coca-Cola Bear. You can't go to the festival in Vidalia without getting onion rings, of course. So I got that, and Alyssa got a snow cone. And look at those big dogs. They were huge. They're so cute. But anyway, we just walked around for a few minutes, met some really nice people here. This guy that we actually talked to and his wife. The guy is actually on YouTube also. So these were just a few of the booths we walked through, a couple of the side streets. And you wouldn't be in the South if people didn't just run up and hug each other. Welcome to the South, y'all. It's Georgia. But anyway, I did stop and get the onion rings before we left. And y'all, you want to talk about some onion rings? Oh my goodness. It was like onion cakes. Onion donuts or something. Those things were huge. I definitely couldn't eat all of them. I ate, I think, one or two, and then I brought the rest home to the family to share. Alyssa ate one, and Jake and Bill ate the rest of them. And then I found out from these little ladies that we have rivals here, and they told me who my rivals are, and I've already forgotten. But this is where I got the onion rings. Y'all, look at that food. I think I'm hungry. Good thing I'm sharing a recipe with you in a minute. Y'all stick around for that. But just look at those beauties, y'all. Oh my goodness. So anyway, on to the next day. Hey everybody. So, yep, I'm in different clothes today. We came Saturday to this little farmer's market, and they were closed when we got here, y'all. But we went ahead and went to the festival, and y'all have seen all that. So now we're going to go into this farmer's market and check it out. I'm excited. They have something really neat I've never seen anywhere else. So let's go see if we can find it. If you can guess what this is, you get bonus points. You get pride of the day. Y'all, this is it. This is the reason we came, was to get a pineapple. She had to search and search. She finally found one. This is a pink pineapple. Thank you. Okay.
I don't think they had time to start boiling.
Okay, we are home. The door is probably about to open from the store and the market, and I just wanted to show you what all we picked up. We got these 3 baskets. They're a little flexible. They're kind of like the Rubbermaid totes, but they are made to look like the wicker. And I have these 2 hard plastic totes, and they both have lids. Now I got these because my pantry is driving me crazy. I want to redo the top shelves. I've still got stuff in boxes, well, jars from where we've moved, plus some other stuff, and I don't know, it's just too much. I get overwhelmed when there's just too many labels, too many jars, too many different things. I like it to be more uniform. So, bless the man that gets my daughter. So anyway, at the market, we got some corn. I believe there are 6 ears. There may just be 5. I'm not sure. But we got some Vidalia onions. Look at this onion, y'all. Look at it compared to that corn and the watermelon. It's a big onion. And some little potatoes. And the one thing I went after, I don't know if y'all could hear me, so I'm just going to tell you again. This is a pink pineapple, y'all. Have y'all ever seen a pink pineapple? I had never heard of such. So, I don't know if it's hybrid, GMO, I don't know. I don't care at this point. I just wanted to try it. So, we got that, and then I got a watermelon. And she didn't even think she had another pink pineapple. Somebody had just come in and bought the last one she had. Somebody from Dublin. And anyway, she kept looking and looking and looking, and she just happened to see this one sitting up on the register counter, and she handed it straight to me. Because if she had not have found it, I was going to have to make a 3rd trip to Vidalia just to get a pink pineapple. So there we go. Now we're going to make a recipe using our Vidalia onions. Let's make Vidalia onion pie. Okay, let's go over what we need for the Vidalia onion pie. We need 2 tablespoons of butter. Actually, I already have that in the skillet on the stove. And we need 2 cups of roughly cut Vidalia onions. You don't want real small dices. Then we need 1 1/4 cups of these buttery crackers, all crumbled and crushed. Then we need 5 tablespoons of butter melted. I also have that on the stove. Then we need 2 large eggs, lightly beaten. 3/4 cup of milk. We have that. Then we need this depends on whether you're using salted butter or not. If you're using unsalted butter, I would go with 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, but I am using salted butter. So I've got 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 of a teaspoon of black ground pepper. Then we're going to use about 1/2 of a tablespoon of hot sauce. Can y'all see that? I can't see what my camera's seeing. And then we need some sharp cheddar cheese that is shredded. That's in my refrigerator. I'm actually just going to use a cheese blend because I don't have sharp and it'll be just fine. And then I'm going to use some smoked paprika on top. Now that's all of the original ingredients, but I can't leave well enough alone. So I have about 1 ounce of cream cheese that I'm going to soften, and then about a tablespoon of sour cream. So the first thing we need to do is to get our butter melting, and then we need to cut up our onion. So let's get 2 cups of that. Actually, before I start chopping the onion, I am going to get this skillet warm, and we're going to go ahead and start melting this butter. This is the 5 tablespoons and this is the 2 tablespoons. And we are going to put our onions into this skillet when the butter's melted. So I'm not turning it on high, it's just on 2. So just on low, just to let it get warm until we need it. Let's go ahead and start chopping the onion. Now because this one's kind of a flat, skinny onion, big, I'm just going to cut it in half this way and peel it. And do the same for the other side. I'll just peel it. And get this end off. Now sometimes your onion will have these tough parts on it, and you'll want to cut those off because those won't ever soften up, but we'll just do that as we dice it. And we don't want small dices, so I'm going to leave these about 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then maybe just maybe about 3 across. There's no right or wrong, y'all. So let's measure up what we've got, because we only need 2 cups. So 1, and you don't have to be exact. Probably use about half of this one. Oops. Don't want it quite that big. Oh, these are sweet onions, but they still make me cry. I have the hardest time with onions, y'all. See that tough part right there? That'll never get soft. Just trim it off. So 2. There we go. And then we're going to set this to the side. We can put this in the refrigerator to use later. There are our 2 cups of onions. We're going to leave those there. And since the skillet is still heating, let's go ahead and crush up the crackers. Kind of want these really fine. I don't want any really big pieces. I just crush mine right in the pack. And then I'll use a fork to mash up any that are too big. So just pour those out. I've never used these crackers for a crust. I think these 2 little packs are going to be just enough. I've got a tear rolling down my face from these crazy onions. Do y'all react to onions like that? My goodness. See, they get pretty fine. You can pull out the chopper if you want to, but I don't like messing up extra dirty dishes if I don't need to. We'll just measure out 1 1/4 cup. Oh my stars, y'all. I'm such a messy cook. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to go ahead and add them to the pan, because we will add the 5 tablespoons of melted butter to it. And then I'll clean up these crumbs. There we go. All done. It's kind of like reverse of a casserole. Normally your crackers go on top, but it's a little bit fancy. Once we add the butter to it, it'll be a pie crust. Let's go check on our butter. This is the batter for the pie crust. I don't want to tip it over because it will tip very easily. I'm going to swirl it around in there. It's almost ready for the crackers. And I've bumped up the heat for the onions so we can get those cooking. This will not take long at all, y'all. I'm going to use my little spoon just to mash up that butter, get it going. Because this other butter for the onions is ready. I had to turn it down a little bit. Once we get those little chunks out of there, it's melted enough. In fact, that's probably good enough. Y'all, I just thought about something. Let's grab the the garlic powder out. Okay, now I've got out our garlic powder and our butter is ready, so let's get it over here with the crust. Can y'all see where I'm going with this before I actually do it? There's our melted butter in there. Let's just mix it in with the crackers. And once you get them coated really well, once I get them coated really well, I'm going to start pressing them. I mean, y'all can come visit me and do this if you would like. I won't complain. But let's just start mashing them into the bottom and up the sides. If you want to get real technical, go ahead and crumble those crackers up really fine. It's not bothering me to have these bigger chunks, not in the least little bit, so I'm not worried about it. But some people it will bother, and that's okay. You can fix it. This will be your pie. All right. Put my hand in there. I'm just going to get it up the sides and across the bottom. That way every little piece will have part of the crust and that butter. Oh my goodness. Now, that's good enough for me. You can work with it and play with it more if you want to. It'll be perfectly fine. But I want to take some garlic and sprinkle it across. Not a lot, just a touch. There we go. Let's get our onions on. We'll leave this right here and it'll be ready for us when we need it. Okay, here we go. Let's get the onions in. And we're not going to let them get soft, but just when they start getting soft, they will be done. If they're too big for your liking, just chop them up just like that in the skillet. Now while these are cooking, I have them on 6, so while they're cooking, let's go ahead and get started on the filling part. Okay, to do this, I'm going to pop this cream cheese in the microwave for about 30 seconds and break these up and beat them a little bit. Well, That got done quicker than I thought it would. That's all right. Break up our eggs. It calls for large eggs, but all I had was extra large. It'll be all right. You don't sweat this. I can't talk today. Oh my goodness. We don't sweat the small stuff. Just lightly beat these. Get them good and broken up. Then, let's see. Oh, we need to preheat the oven. Let's go do that real fast. All right, those onions are starting to get soft. Let's mix in our milk, salt and pepper, this is chipotle flavored hot sauce. Didn't measure, but it says about a half a teaspoon. Whatever you like will be just fine. Let's mix in the sour cream. Cream cheese, and we're not going to worry about it being perfect because it will melt in the oven. Alright. Check the onions and we'll stir that a little bit more. Ooh, they smell good. Okay, they are just starting to get soft. I'm going to go ahead and turn them off because you don't want them to turn to mush when you're baking this. You still want it to have just a little bit of a bite to it. You don't want to bite into it and it be mushy. I mean, if that's what you like, that's fine. That's not the way it's intended to be. Look at that. I just cleaned the stove. I'm telling y'all. Every time you cook on it, it gets that. Okay, I'm just taking this cream cheese and mashing it up against the side. You can see those little pieces in there. That's perfectly fine. Because just like I said, when it's in the oven, it's going to melt down in between all the onions and in those eggs. It's going to be so good, y'all. I didn't put a lot because I don't want it to overpower. Okay. Now, all we need to do is take the onions and put them on top of the crust. Spread them out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I just about can't even. I hadn't even got it in the oven yet. And we're going to take the egg and milk mixture and pour it right over top. Almost finished. Now this is so quick, I'm telling you. This is just a cheese blend, shredded up. It would be even better if you can shred your own cheese, but this is what I had, so this is what we're using. Use what you got and don't worry about it. It'll be all right. I didn't even measure the cheese. I don't even know how much is in there. All right, let's take some smoked paprika. If all you've got is regular paprika, that's fine too. And just sprinkle it over the top. Y'all. And into the 350-degree oven, and we'll bake it for about 30 minutes, or until it's done. So all that's left to do is to clean up our mess and wait on the casserole. Casserole? Not a casserole. Wait on the pie. There we go. All done. Okay, y'all, the oven just went off. Let's go get the pie out. Oh my goodness. Is that amazing or what? Y'all, I wasn't even thinking. I was just about to end this video when we didn't even try the pie. How crazy is that? Just a little bit. I don't want a whole lot. I just want to taste it. Let's see what it tastes like. Maybe I shouldn't have got a little piece. Y'all, oh my goodness. This is a party in your mouth. Y'all, this was too easy and too quick for you not to try this. Y'all gotta go try it. Oh my goodness. Happy Dance good. I don't know if this is gonna make it to supper. I think I'm gonna have to send it to somebody's house so I don't hurt myself with it. Now, please go make this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you taste a little onion, but that buttery cracker and that egg and that cream cheese, sour cream, y'all. Oh my goodness, just go try it. Let's get this oven turned off. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna pick this up. Y'all excuse my oven mitts, they're yucky. I wish y'all could be here. Y'all come see me. Y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. I have loved every little minute of it. I hope you enjoyed the festival and the market and the recipe. And y'all, if you're one of my praying friends, I ask you to pray for my mom and sister. This whole video, I've been in touch with my sister. My mom ended up in the ER. And my sister's really sick. They both have the C, even with that. And anyway, so I'm stuck way down here, worried about them, hoping they're okay. So they could always use your prayers. But y'all, you know I love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. Thank you so much. And all of our new subscribers, I so appreciate you joining us. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I'm definitely glad you're here. So stay with us. We have lots more to do and share. And you know I love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys.